Okay, hello guys, welcome to my TikTok live. I am actually doing the tests live to see how it's gonna go. So, forgive me if you don't find me discussing anything for now. I'm exploring, so um, bear with me. I'm trying to figure out how this whole thing is done. I just started doing TikTok live a few days ago, and currently I am. This is the first time I'm looking at the TikTok live video, the live studio. So I'm trying to navigate through the things here. Even though it looks very weird now, I don't really understand anything, but I know that gradually I'll get used to it. And also, if you have more knowledge on this, we can talk, in my inbox, inshallah. So this year we plan to do a lot of TikTok live to share the knowledge that we have, to discuss, important things about education, about productivity, success, and so on. So we are now trying to figure out. Some of us we are millennials, so we are not very familiar with these platforms, especially TikTok. I have been on TikTok for a while, but I've not been actively using the platform as it's supposed to be used. And I believe that every platform that we find ourselves on, every social media platform that we find ourselves on, we should think of how we can use it to make an impact, how we can use it to support other people, and how we can, get others, also learn more from others. So basically, this is why we are doing this. And so on this channel, we'll be talking about education. Of course, I'm a teacher, so this is my field. We'll be talking a lot about education, we'll be talking about productivity, success, and so on, career choices, and all that. So we will be doing a lot of videos, as we started doing quite a few videos getting to the end of last year. This year we'll be doing more videos as well, and we will also be doing a lot of TikTok live. We'll bring a lot of people on board. I have many colleagues who will be happy to, come on board and share one or two with my people. So it's going to be an exciting time with you. The theme of the theme of the life of the current generation is edutainment, right? You cannot educate without entertaining. So even as teachers, there's something we do called what do you call it? Gamification. Gamification basically means that using games and play to make teaching exciting, so that students will not get bored. Because the kind of kids that we teach now, they have a very short attention span, right? So if you don't plan your lessons in a way that will get them, engaged throughout the lesson, you are going to struggle. So gamification is one of the things that we do a lot as teachers, especially those who teach in lower grades. Even in middle school and high school, you will be surprised that sometimes you have to use games to make your lessons quite interesting and engaging. So we try as much as possible to entertain while we also educate. The goal is to educate, but the method you use to educate needs to include practices that will keep the people engaged throughout your activity. So for now, I'm just trying to navigate this whole screen. I just opened the TikTok live studio. This is the first time I'm opening it on my laptop. I don't even know whether I can connect this on my phone. Those of you who have been doing this, kindly help me. I don't know whether I can do the same thing on my phone. I don't know. So I think we will learn more as time goes on, inshallah. Because now social media and every other form of media has become a necessity for everyone, right? No matter the career you are in, no matter what you do, you should be able to have a brand on social media. You should be able to have an image, and represent the thing that you do properly, because these things will help you in many ways. Some of them you can clearly define. You can know the benefits of having a social media page and sharing information on social media and being active on social media. You can some of the benefits you can easily see. Some of them you'll never know until they come to you. So it is important that we all in the past we used to speak a lot against being on social media and all that. But now, whether we like it or not, these tools are here with us. So we need to learn how to get the best out of them, and as much as possible, not allow them to distract us from our purpose and from the things that really matter. Because there are several challenges, there are several side effects on being on social media. Some people are addicted. They are addicted to social media to the extent that they are always over here. No personal connection with people, no social relations, proper social relations. Their social connections are all the ones that they have on social media. So once there is no internet, or once they don't have access to the people that they are connected to online, then their life their life is gone, or their life goes off. And this is quite unfortunate, and this is not right. So we need to be able to properly balance our actual life, where we have a proper social interaction, because human beings, no matter what, we are social creatures, we are social beings. So our human interaction, social interaction is very, very, very important. We cannot put that aside, as we also try to navigate the virtual world, social media platforms and AI and all these things that are available, that we are using now, that have become part of our lives. So the message is that we cannot do, in this day and age, it is almost impossible for us to completely erase some of these platforms, in as much as we find them quite distracting most of the time, especially for young people who have a lot on their table, both students and workers or employees. You should be spending more time on the things that you are responsible for, rather than being on social media. However, you should plan your life in such a way that you have some time to spend on these platforms. You have some time to do one or two things on social media. So this is what has brought us here. In fact, whoever knows us very well knows that we are not very active on social media. We were not in the past very active on social media. But now we are trying as much as possible to, in as much as we are hoping, or we are planning not to become addicted and get to a point where this thing is distracting us from our purpose and the things that we really do. We are also striving to engage. We are striving to be here when we have to, share knowledge, learn from other people, build a broader network, better connections with other people. So for me, at the end of the day, being on social media has to be intentional. You should have a purpose for being here. You should have a reason for being here. You shouldn't be like, okay, everybody is here, they're having fun, so I'm also here. So you're only watching all the fun videos and the things that get you so excited, and keep watching all these short funny videos and all that. If this is what you are using most of your time to do on social media, no problem. But if you have a proper plan, you are intentional about your social media use, you are intentional about your time on TikTok and what you use it for, then you will be able to benefit from the good over here, and you also be able to some way somehow protect yourself from the negative side of being on this platform. So this is what we are here to do. This is what we intend to do. We are here to show, learn what we have, teach what we have, and also learn from other people, and also influence the younger ones in a way that we believe is positive. and also allow ourselves to be influenced by other people that know better than us in fields that we are not very well versed. At the end of the day, we should all be lifelong learners. As we strive, for us, for myself and my colleagues as teachers, we like to teach, we like to share what we have. But at the same time, we are lifelong learners. Like, knowledge is something that you cannot exhaust. So we also keep learning. And fortunately, since I became a little more active on TikTok, I have learned a lot from the much younger, brothers and sisters. People that the Gen Zs, the very young ones. I've learned so much. I join people's lives. I watch videos of younger people a lot, and there's so much that I'm learning from them. So it's quite exciting. And whilst I learn, I also try to share one or two things that I believe maybe could be done in other ways. I suggest my views. I put my views across, which I think that that's some of the opportunities that we have in our time. We have a time where no matter where you are, your voice can be heard by other people elsewhere. That without these platforms, you could never have gotten the opportunity to interact with them like the way we are able to do now. To be able to go live on a platform and know, no matter where your friend or anyone is on the planet, they can have access to you and have interactions with you. This is a very powerful tool. This is a very powerful opportunity that we may be able to make good use of it, or we may may not be able to get the best out of it, and it will become a problem for us. So, in conclusion, to end my introductory live session today, I'll say that everything that is available to us presents opportunities and also presents challenges or presents risks, certain things that we have to be concerned about. So as much as possible, we have to live an intentional life, whether we are offline with our families, with our friends, or with our people, or we are online on these social media platforms. We have to be very intentional, and we have to ask ourselves, what should I get myself involved in, and what should I avoid as far as this community or this space is concerned? Because there's so much good on the space, and there's so much not very good stuff on the page. So it's up to you to really figure out, be intentional, know what you want, and know what you have to avoid at all costs. And because this is actually what is going to make a difference between successful people and people who will not be successful in this time. This is a time that fortunately information is accessible, knowledge is accessible. In fact, information is they call something information overload. Information is just swallowing us, right? Before, you would struggle to get knowledge. You take a lot of time, you make a lot of efforts, you have to travel miles to be able to get some information. But right now, the information is the one chasing us. The information is swallowing us. So the people who are going to be successful are the people who will be able to take a break and say, wait, what really amongst all these things that are around me, there seem to be endless options, right? Which one of them is relevant to me? Which one of them would I need? And which one of them should I avoid? So your ability to be able to figure out what you should avoid and what you should stick to, or what you should pursue, this is what is going to really differentiate the people who will be successful from the other people. Because if you don't know, if you have not been able to figure out what is best for me and what is not right for me, anything goes. So you just accept everything. So by the time you realize you have consumed so much that most of the things that you've consumed are not really helpful, or you're not going to use them for anything. But if you're able to figure out what you need and separate them from what you do not need, I think and I believe that this is going to actually, lead you towards the success and the good life that we all crave for. So this is what I'll share for today. Hopefully, we'll come again as we get more used to the platform, as we get to understand the platform much better. We'll be able to talk more and share more information. Thank you very much, guys. Catch you again soon.